What was I saying? What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Holosun PID weapon mounted light. So we have here the regular PID version and the high candela version of the PID. And first, we're gonna talk about, if I could reholster, we're gonna talk about the regular PID. I've been using this light now for about 3-ish months. Josh was, at Holosun, was kind enough to send one of these over to me near the end of October. And just a couple of weeks, maybe like 10 or 15 days before the release of the PID. And I gotta say, this thing blew me out of the water, the regular PID. It's right up there with the Streamlight TLR HL, TLR1 HL, and the Surefire X300. It's got a very similar output, and in this footage that we took the other night, you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You almost can't distinguish one light from the other. Hey guys, so we're out here on the range, and we're going to show you the difference between the Holosun PID, the Surefire X300, and the Streamlight TLR1 HL. So we have the PID up first, and the X300. And the TLR1. Okay, and then both of them together. We'll start with the PID and the X300. Okay, then the PID and the TLR1 HL. Cool. So as you guys saw, you hardly could distinguish the difference between those three lights, or at least in my opinion, and it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but when you're standing out, like out in the desert, or like we are right now, and you shine the light downrange, it's indiscernible with the human eye. So currently, both the regular PID, the Plus, all the different versions, and the high candela, they're all made out of a 70-75 aircraft grade aluminum, and this thing is fucking beefy. It's super sturdy, super beefy. We also have here a charge port, so you don't have to unthread your lens to be able to charge the battery, or you have to put it on a separate charger or anything like that. You plug your gun in for the night. The switches are, they're very reminiscent of the Inforce APL, where you have a press for constant, then you have a, to turn off, you hold it down for a little bit longer. If you want a momentary, you press and hold, and as soon as you release, the light will turn off. And like I was saying, this light is a contender up with the Surefire and the Streamlight. So the high candela version, there's only a slight difference, with the regular PID coming in at 1,000 lumens with 2300 candela, and I actually don't know. There is a lower power setting on the regular PID. It goes from 1,000 to 500, but I don't know the candela. But if it's coming in at 23, it's most likely going to be at like 12 or something for the 500. So with the high candela version, we have 800 lumens for the high setting with 42,000 candela, and on the lower power setting we have 400 lumens with 21,000 candela. And honestly, in my opinion, I'm not really impressed with the high candela version. I'm used to running the mod lights, or now the Surefire Turbo, for that kind of like long throw, like PLH V2 setup, where we have a ton of lumens and a ton of candela pushing light. And we'll show you guys in a second here. We're gonna walk over and you guys can see that compared to those other high candela lights, this is coming in on the lower end. So this target here is at 7 yards. We're currently on the high setting of the high candela version of the PID. So we've got good positive identification as the name implies, right? Then we move over to this next target at 25 yards. We still got a decent enough amount of light and it has good throw. Then we push over to the last target here at 50 yards and the light, it's kind of starting to peter out a little bit. Now, the the throw is not really that far. If we put up another target like 75, we have them on the white side so they show up better for video, but if we flipped it over to that brown side, I'm pretty sure we'd have a hard time getting a positive identification. Like, of course, you know that's a target that's downrange, blah, 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 okay. But if I was actually actively searching for a person, I don't think that the light has enough punch to get out to distance. So everyone's big question, of course, is holster compatibility. Is it going to work? Obviously it is in the Safari land. As we can see here, I've got my 6000 series level 3 holster, no problem. This is the model for X300 and it fits perfectly fine. No catching, it's not rubbing on anything, it's totally great. However, if you wanted to use the PID for concealed carry, or like if you had like an appendix rig or something like that, it's gonna have to be custom made. It's not fitting into anything that you have. So that's one downside, that if you did want to rock it AIWB or in a pancake style holster or something, you'd have to go out and buy another one. But if you are running this as a duty light or something, or you you LARP and you don't really do anything realistic like carry appendix, then you'll be fine with your 6000 series or possibly even your 7000 series holster. None of us really run the 7000 series, so caveat there, I haven't tested it if it fits like in the X300 version of the 7000 series, so we'll find out. So with like anything else, the camera's never going to actually show you what the light looks like to the human eye. You guys have to either come out to one of our classes or something, or just buy your own to see the difference of what we're talking about between the high candela or the regular PID, or the regular PID versus the Streamlight or the Surefire. Like, I know we added that little segment there, and we did as best we could to have it match kind of like what reality looks like or what we were seeing on the range. But it's just important to remember that it's never gonna look exactly the same as it would in real life. So the regular Holosun PID is coming in at around like 130 bucks MSRP, but you're probably gonna find it in a shop or maybe online for a better deal than that. And the high candela version is coming in, I think it was like 190, 180-ish, something like that. And again, you'll find better deals online or in a shop or something like that. But the regular PID, in my opinion, for around 100-ish bucks, you're getting one hell of a weapon-mounted light. One that can contend with the best in the game. And plus, for the price of one Surefire X300U, you can get 2 regular PIDs, and then that extra money you can put into your training. Don't buy more guns, buy more training, guys. All right, this is Ethan from Raven Wing. We out. I kept wanting to look you in the eye, so I kept looking at the fucking thing on the camera here. It's Halloween! Okay.